we decided today for this episode, we'll wear the same clothes as the last time we recorded. It's actually different day.
Yeah, different days, guys.
Welcome back. Thank you for joining us. We're gonna talk about something today,
Something.
and I want to talk about something that I read about today, which I thought was hilarious. Did you know that there's a so in Germany?
Huh.
It's a great time, no? In a comedy show when you start a story with in Germany.
In Germany, could go anywhere.
It could go anywhere, but okay, we'll say like recently in Germany. There's a football match.
Yeah.
A team lost 37-0.
Hey man. That's not really, huh?
Yeah, Ravi's only seen it when I played him in FIFA.
Yeah.
Like
Dude, that also was like 37-1, maybe.
37-0 because they didn't want to play.
What do you mean?
So the team that won, okay, we'll put it this way, the team that lost didn't really want to play the match.
Clearly, bro.
because the team that won their previous match, they played against somebody who had recently tested positive for corona. Okay. The entire team tested negative though. But this team were like...
so they were allowed to play?
Yeah, so they were all negative. They're allowed to play. They were like, we still don't think it's like, it's safe to play. Because this is like, dude, this is 11th tier league. Not the 11th team.
They're like our level players, 11th tier and all, come on.
I think they're better than that, like German. Like, genetically they're better. So, okay, but anyway, yeah, I get what you're saying.
I started thinking about Indian 11th tier. It's like us.
Yeah, anyway, it's a low level. They're amateur. This team is an amateur team. So they have day jobs that they can't get screwed with.
Yeah.
It's an amateur team, right? But so they had like 7 volunteers play the match.
Okay.
Like they're like, okay, we'll take the risk.
Instead of their actual players.
They won't want to field the full team because they're like, no, we shouldn't be playing because of corona.
So 7 volunteers.
But if they don't play, because of whatever the rules are, they have to pay 200 euros
as a fine.
And 200 euros is too much
for them.
So 7 players volunteered. They kick off, like whistle was blown, kick off. They passed the ball to the opponent, and then all 7 just came and stood to the side. It's like not even legit. Like they just passed and they're like, and the other team's like they're looking around like, do we do
so
something?
They go and score.
They were scoring a goal. 37 goals is a goal 2.5 minutes.
That sounds like the team that lost knew what they were doing. They went for this.
They're aware, but here's my thinking.
Yeah.
Is it worse losing 200 euros or losing 37-0 and having that?
That'll change you for life, bro. 37. I would take a fucking bank loan and pay that 200 euros if I could afford it.
1 second. Think about it. It's less than like 20 euros per person. Okay, and that's the 11 players. There's a whole team.
You had coach and their
You had coach, like management.
Those 7 volunteers will pitch it as well.
€1 if you just put together.
Yeah.
Right?
No, fuck. Dude,
if it's corona, if that's the reason,
yeah,
I get it. It's a very valid reason. We're all paranoid. I get it.
Yeah.
But losing 37-0, I'd rather get corona.
Yeah, for sure, dude. Fuck that. If the player is already anyway in the 11th division, he's clearly not going to have a very successful life.
It's an amateur team. They're referred to as amateur, which means they're not professional, which means they have day jobs.
Exactly. So he's clearly not going to make it big in football anyway. And this shit will, no matter what he achieves in football after this will be on his tombstone. Lost 37-0.
Forget, like, achieving in you're never going to achieve in football.
Yeah.
Hey, what's your CV? I was part of that team
37
where I chose not to play. That's what pisses off somebody even more, right? Like the reason why it's 37-0, I get it. It has no question about your footballing abilities because you didn't play.
Yeah.
The choice to not play, I get it. That's a very valid choice. Then just go for it. No, pay the 200 euros. Why come onto the pitch with 7 people, which is the minimum that you're allowed to put? Like, so like 4 other people were like, but the 7 are brave. And they're standing on the side maintaining 2 meters distance. They checked that.
Oh shit, yeah.
They said that. The article says like, while they stood on the sides, they didn't stand with arm on arm. They maintained social distance. And I was like, if that's your point, as a fan of the sport, I'm like, either not play. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
37-0 is just like psychologically can destroy a person for life, dude. Especially the 7 guys are not even footballers.
no.
Volunteers.
Also, the winning team side. Why did they bother? Why did they tire themselves out?
Yeah.
Right? They could have just scored one goal and they could
I
have
want to
also
know.
sacked.
I want to know the goal breakup. Did someone score like 36 goals? Someone did 11 guys score 3 goals each?
I have no
No.
idea. They could have. I wish the goalkeeper should have scored some goals.
I hope so, bro.
If in 37 you don't give one to the keeper, that's really not fair.
Bring on a substitute keeper, give him also a goal. No, anyone, dude. At one point, one of the 7 volunteers is like, you know what, I'm going to score an own goal. Fucking before they can score, I'm going to score it.
And then the coach is screaming, "No, clean sheet, clean sheet."
Oh, dude. Fuck, it's terrible, dude.
But
that was
37-0 drubbing.
37-0 is like, you know, if you have to equate it to like real life, to like
I
a
don't
date.
think that they thought that they would score that many goals.
Who, the scoring team or the losing
The
team?
losing team.
Yeah.
Because they were like, "Oh, we're saving 200 euros."
Yeah.
Right? Their entire, okay, it's clearly their entire thing of putting 7 people there and just passing the ball was, we want to save 200 euros.
Yeah.
Now they're thinking 37 goals.
That,
Like, even as the winning team is like, you know what? Fuck you guys.
That's what I'm thinking. Even the winning team, I thought they'll score like 10 and they'll be like, okay, this is bullshit. Fuck it, let's just run the clock down. They're like, no, we
You
will
could have also
until
said,
90 minutes.
let's
are
practice drills.
we will keep
they're like
scoring.
they're calling somebody, come just foul us now, we want to practice a free kick.
Oh, fuck. Dude, you know what would suck? If one of the 7 volunteers tested positive after the match.
No. Whoever made that decision, president of that team,
He
from nowhere near the match should test positive.
positive, yeah. I don't think 11th division teams have presidents at all.
They
They
have
have,
his name
they have like
there.
one of the players'
No,
dad.
president.
Oh shit, really?
I mean, he might be the player's dad,
Dad.
but he's still president.
Yeah, dude. I'm just trying to think, what is the life equivalent of losing 37-0 in a football match? Like,
Coming 10th on Comics Time.
no, it's not that bad. That's like a 3-0 loss at worst.
No, 10th across 9 episodes, 37 nil.
It's like if Comic Stan happened in like 180 countries and you finished last in all of them combined, then that would be like the
You know
equivalent.
that Comics Time was broadcast in 180 countries?
No, I meant if there were like 10 participants from every country, you know,
Oh,
from,
okay.
from each country, and then you finished last, and that is the comedian equivalent of losing 37-0. I can't do 37-0 is. Hey man, 37 is, it's like a temperature reading, dude. It's not a score anymore. What the fuck?
Yeah, 37 nil is.
37-0 is like not just a bad date. It's like your date spits on you, you shit your pants, you like accidentally impale yourself on a knife, your dick gets chopped off, you go home and fall into a coma. That is the date equivalent of 37-0 in a football match. It's terrible, dude.
Okay, I don't know what kind of days Ravi was.
No, I'm just saying, I've never done any 37-0. At max, I've been like at a 1-0, 2-0 loss. In 37-0, I just
37 nil is. Dude, 37 nil feels like it's like USA invading like Andaman and Nicobar.
Yeah. Andaman and Nicobar,
Like
yo,
that's
what the
like
fuck,
what
bro?
like yeah like really like me like you know what I
Yeah.
mean, like the that is, it's just not like even Mohan Bagan, like an Indian team held Bayern Munich to just like a
4-0,
respectable 14
4-0,
or
4-0.
something, I don't know, like double digits.
Yeah,
I remember there was one
14.
game. But 37 nil is at one point. Okay, wait, guys, they just stop some goals. No, they call.
I
for
can't take
one-
this anymore, man. I'm just, one of the volunteers goes, I'm not even a real player, but fuck it, I'm going to try to stop one. I don't care anymore, dude. It's like talking about bad dates though, like, you know, like, here's something I like to do. Is not, apart from going on bad dates myself, bro. Sometimes, like, say if you go to a bar like Bob's Indranagar, 100 feet road, Bangalore, there at all points, there are couples on a first date over there, okay? Because a lot of people you meet on Tinder meet at Bob's, alright? And I enjoy eavesdropping on
Fuck
these
yeah,
couples
same.
who are on dates. And, you know, there's a scale of how bad a date is going, okay? I'll give you 2 examples. Tell me which is worse. I was listening to this couple on a first date, and this chick asked the guy, "Hey, have I told you about my friend Shruti or something? I don't know what the name. Have I told you about my friend Shruti?" And this guy goes, "Oh yeah, your pretty friend." And you know, right there, I'm like, "Oh, bro, dude, why would you say that, dude? Call her anything. Call her intelligent, smart, homely. I don't call her pretty to your chick you're on a date with." On the other hand, this is something I legit heard once on a date. Okay, this guy was with a chick, and he was watching a video on his phone. And it was a rap video. Okay, she's like, "Show me what you're watching." So he shows it to her. So it's a typical rap video. Chicks are dancing, champagne on them and shit. And this chick gets triggered.
By,
Okay?
by what?
By
The rap video.
Yeah, by the rap video. She's like, "What a
Okay.
sexist video.
Ah,
Women are being objectified." And she said, "I bet a guy made this video." Like she kept saying, she's like, "No woman would ever make a video like this. I bet a guy made
The
this video."
male rapper, it's kind of self.
Yeah. No, she meant like the director. She said, "I bet a guy made this video." And the guy was on the name coast. Yeah, it's a video, not a sandwich. And I was like, at that point, I raised my hands. I'm like, "I'm sorry. I apologize." Alright? Like, I'm not even involved in this
I
date.
think you started laughing before you clearly said, what did he say?
He said it's a video, not a sandwich. It's obviously made. That's not something I would even say to my female best friend as a joke. Alright? I put my hands up, I'm like, "Yo, I apologize. I apologize. I'm not even part of this date, but I'm sorry."
Wait, you're still eavesdropping.
I'm still eavesdropping, dude. I'm like, "Yo, this dude clearly does not like this date." That the fact that he
But you
says
knew it was a first date? That like this dude said this on a first date.
First, I don't. I don't care what date it's on, bro.
I think that matters. If
I,
it's somebody's been dating for like 9 years, and then it might seem like a joke.
no, this didn't seem like a joke. This seems
How
spiteful.
did she react to this?
There was a lot of silence after that. My eavesdropping was useless after that. There was just silence at that table.
Man, dude, I have.
That is a 37-minute date.
Okay, so but to tag on to what you're saying, I get to change like my beliefs a lot. Not a lot, like they were the same, but like I just experienced something. A similar bar like Bob's or whatever, but it was a bar like the night, like there was like a cover charge for some random reason. The friend's birthday, so we're all there.
Yeah.
And the cover charge you could get quite a bit.
Yeah.
Like you paid a certain amount, and for that amount, you basically get 2 LITs and a pint of beer. Like we figured out the maths. That's not what the offer was.
Okay.
No bar offers that. We figured out how best to take as much alcohol for that.
Got it.
And so it was 2 LITs and a beer. Now we finished our 2 LITs and a beer. And my friend who we know, I'm not going to reveal the name because I don't think he wants this out there about him. But he is a lot older than us. He literally, like we're done. We finished our 2 LITs and our beer. And we're
Buzzed.
we're good.
We're good, yeah.
There's another table with like a girl and like a tower of beer, and she's like only a couple of friends or whatever.
Sure.
And so he goes and starts chatting them out and starts like drags me along. And so now we're drinking their beer,
Of course.
which is fine.
Of
I
course.
think it's totally allowed.
Yeah.
That's okay. They want to.
You're not stealing.
They're being generous. They're offering. Now since we have had their beer, like two mugs each or something.
Yeah.
Like that, and we're now like, dude, we're ready to leave. That girl whose table it is, she orders another like tower or pitcher of beer or whatever because we are there.
Of course.
And I'm trying to tell my friend, I was like, yo, like, really? And he's like, yeah. Like, we're done, dude. You're out of it. You're gonna pass out. Like, this is not gonna happen. He's like, yeah, we get 1 more month and then we leave. So whatever the thing comes between their table and me and my friend, our friend, boom, that whatever beer's over, with 1 mug each for everybody. And I'm like, cool, 1 mug each. Maybe 1 mug. She orders 1 more on.
Are you serious?
Okay, and now I'm like halfway through this mug. I'm like, dude, like I'm done now. We've got to
Enough.
leave
Yeah,
this
yeah.
place. And my friend's like, no. And he's older and like he's chilling. Like he's both of us are kind of like floating between this table and the table that we're at for our other friend's birthday party.
Sure.
That girl, while we're waiting, I'm almost done with that mug of beer. I'm ready to leave. And that other beer is on its way.
Yeah.
She just grabs my dick.
What? Wait, bro. This story took a sharp left turn. Okay, alright. She grabbed your dick, okay?
And the left nut. Okay, because you said left turn.
Yeah.
But she just grabbed it and started like rubbing it. And I was like,
What the fuck, bro?
like, no. And that's when I realized just because you buy me a drink doesn't mean you can like touch me. The consent, dude. That's the message, guys. To
I
all
love
the
it.
men out there, consent is
That also
important.
clearly based on this story.
For now, I think women are teaching men a lesson. It's fine. We are learning.
Arnav took one for the team.
No, because the next day I get a Facebook message from that. Again, this is the other thing that women go through that they get like random messages in their inbox.
Yeah.
I got one like which I saw much later, but it was like the next day from that same girl
Sure.
saying, "Yo, what the hell? When did you disappear? The other beer came. I was waiting for you and all." And my thoughts were, just because you bought me a drink,
I can leave when I want.
doesn't mean anything,
Yeah.
and it doesn't mean anything, guys.
Great message to end this episode on.
Yes.
Done.
Thank you. Guys, look, it's a true story. Whoever that lady is, I know it's okay, you didn't mean to. You were
What?
drunk.
Of course
No,
you
the
know.
same excuses that men give. I know. So I don't want to like press charges against her.
Yeah,
She's
yeah,
also
sure.
learned her lesson. Nothing happened.
She pressed charges. That's what he calls his dick.
Yeah, I think that's a great place to end. Good night.